Okay, people, it's time. As always, it's 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern. It is time to talk all things cryptocurrency with me, your host, the one and only 2-Bit Crypto. So welcome, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. How'd you like that little intro? I've been working on that most of the day. A lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. It's been a pretty wild day in the markets. Billions of dollars heading to the US, huge market moves. Ethereum is absolutely crushing it. I mean, who would have thought that getting rid of Ethereum was a good or bad idea? As well as some pretty big announcements coming out of Coinbase and kind of all some of the crazy places. Obviously, tonight, unfortunately, we will not be live on TikTok for at least another 2 days because I got my ass banned on there. But anyway, we'll be back after that. And DeFi warming up a little bit. It is Tuesday, so you know what that means. If you're interested in racing some marbles down, then do get over to the charts, grab your bag, and then I will add you into the race. I actually have some tokens to give away for a project this evening that is going to be on top of the normal giveaway as well. So if you are interested, head on over, do grab yourself a bag, get excited. We could even break 500,000 tonight, which would be pretty bullish on Marbitz. So again, if you are interested, do that. And the DeFi market is warming up, so we'll touch on that a little bit. Obviously, we'll have to kind of work out how we do this going forward. And more importantly, how we talk about it when we've got TikTok here as well. But for tonight only, well, tonight and probably tomorrow night, it is just me, you, X, and everything else. So, yeah, welcome as always. Hope you're all doing well. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're on X, do drop me a follow. I kind of want to get my X account to 10,000. It feels nice to get there, but I'm about 1,000 and a bit off. But anyway, hopefully we can get there in the end. So yeah, Foz, what's going on? Welcome to you, Mr. 37. Hopper's in the building. Chipper's here. Good to see you. As always, Craig's here. Good to see you. Viva la Bacon. It's been a minute. Good to see you, buddy. Tomato Pete's here. Swamp, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Crypto Priest in the house. What's going on, bro? Welcome. Swamp's here. Wanderer, what's going on, pal? Been a minute as well. Lauren Babs here. Good to see you, Lauren. Cracker Jack's here as well. Glenn, the Crypto Black Belt. What's going on, Glenn? Vern's in the house. Good to see you, Vern. Welcome. Cheese. Mark Yank, what's going on? Beloved Summer says, hey, 2-Bit, like and subscribe. Let's go, baby. Loving the new people. Don't forget, tomorrow night's X Space. I have a $100 giveaway in that, as well as we've got a $20 giveaway to do at some point as well. Probably not tonight. Tim needs to decide, I think, when we do that. So, yeah, no, I got it, Glenn. I've already got yours. So, yeah. What's going on, Rawat, or Vipin Rawat? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the channel. Again, as always, if you can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. And we can kind of walk and talk through that and sort of see where we get to, which will be good. I think. So yeah, I think you should be disqualified. You can't sell $15 and then buy $15 back in. That doesn't work. That's a disqualification. So wallet number ODCO. You just sold $15, you massive chopper. That's literally not how it works. Anyway, I'm sure that'll get rectified. Potts McBlaze, what's up? What's up? Welcome, everybody. As always, like I said, welcome to the channel. For many of you, this may be your first time, so thank you so much for tuning in. So, yeah, anyway, let's get into it. You know, I always like to start with a little bit of a meme. Look at this. Ethereum last month versus Ethereum today. I mean, I would love it if this actually was Vitalik. Like, if he was just absolutely, totally jacked. Which is kind of, I mean, a few, Blazer, definitely a few. Yeah, who would have thought it? Ethereum on a very nice move today. Lots of positives coming, big moves coming in, and more importantly, you know, we're kind of waiting to see how this all plays out. But yeah, I'm bullish on a big Ethereum play. We are seeing that, which obviously is supporting a lot of the kind of DeFi mechanics as well as all those Ethereum paired plays. So we're down for all that kind of stuff. So yeah, bullish on that. But look out, Vitalik is coming. He's absolutely power jacked. Anyway, let's get into the market. Look at this, nearly 2%. No one really cares about Bitcoin today. Obviously, a lot of it. I mean, you kind of could argue and say, well, a lot of it's down to the whole China Trump narrative, but whether it is or not, I don't know, if I'm honest. But what we do know is that is a pretty nice looking chart. But I would just double down really quickly. Look at Ethereum. Like, Ethereum is crushing it right now. Some may say we said it. Some may say that I didn't and call me a liar. Either way, it's fine. But yeah, Bitcoin is on a move right now. So I guess the question, therefore, is, well, what comes next for BTC? We'll take a look at institutional investment. I touched a little bit on that. Yesterday, but I think it's important to reference. As we see regulatory clarity, and we'll talk a little bit about what the new announcement from the SEC is today, which I think is important to reference, then we definitely get into this world of More, in my opinion, things are coming. And I absolutely am in a world where I believe that we are going to see significant further upside to come to the market, which I've been talking about now for a while. And we'll touch on a little bit why that is. But the interesting Google search, I don't know if you've seen this, like this whole thing that's been going around X is like this search for Ethereum spelt with an I. It's so wild. But they're the type of retail investors we want. They're the people that we want to get into the market. They're the ones that, ultimately will be the ones that get left holding the bag. That's just the reality of it. But that's the game. At some point, that was us. They just need to learn exactly the same as how we all had to learn. So, but yeah, we are definitely seeing some market moves. And again, whether you like him or not, oh my God, what's going on here? Whether you like him or not, whether you're pro or anti-Trump, all this kind of stuff, right? You can't deny that he is not trying to do the best for that country. He's absolutely trying to max out in terms of some of the buying power, the strategies that he's trying to do, however you want to look at it, right? However you want to look at it. But, oh my God, what is going on with this computer right now? Everything's just a disaster. Right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So that's kind of where all things playing out. And actually, we're seeing the market heat up. We're seeing, more and more people wanting to get into this market, more and more people trying to buy into this market. And again, very good news. Does this continue? That's going to be the question on everyone's mind. We are definitely seeing selling into the pumps, which obviously is the right thing. But if you remember, we talked about this. MACD, very bullish here on the weekly candle, printing a very solid, and everything is pointing to a rally in the markets. Don't just take my word for it. Again, we'll take a look and break that down. So markets looking pretty good. Where do we see our next little kind of test, I guess? Well, that's probably where we're going to be looking at. 105. We need a break above 105. We probably then look to something like 107 with a top and then push to the all-time high. So I think 105 is probably the next big leg up. And if you go into an hourly chart, for example, you can start to see kind of this range that we try and wick up to this level, and we then see a bit of selling off. Now, I know that's obviously the most obvious thing in the world, but it is important to think about it. People are definitely selling into the pump on the market, but this is giving us some really, really positive moves. Once again, if you look at the daily candles, and again, you've just seen me kind of do this, take it from the previous all-time high down to the low, we get the 786 that we bounced off very, very nicely, and then we start to move our way back up. If you then put this into into the kind of the trend-based Fibonacci, which obviously gives us a little bit more in terms of just what that could look like, you start to get into this kind of place where everything seems to marry up pretty well. 382 Fibonacci at 105 actually pretty much marries exactly where we think the support level is. We came down and rested the 236 Fibonacci at 101, just above that range that we've been talking about now for about the last week, which I think is obviously good news as well. And then when you start to then print that to the upside, you start to get into this world where you're like, okay, this could start to get pretty crazy pretty quick. The 618 Fibonacci, 113. I obviously talked 110, I thought, this week. That feels like it's playing out pretty well. 110 would put us at the 0.5 Fibonacci, which I absolutely think is a definite potential, by the way. Definitely potential that we could get to that point. So I think you just need to keep your eyes peeled on what that could look like. So I'm down for it. I think many people are. And there's definitely a good vibe as to kind of where we're going to get to. Altcoins having a great run. We'll talk a little bit about that. There's been some new regulation when it comes to altcoins as well, so we'll discuss it. But look at this, 1.25 trillion, breaking above some key levels. We could see this rally to 1.34 very comfortably if Ethereum continues to move and if some of these other altcoins start to come to the party. It's very, very bullish if you ask me, one of which I'm all down for. And again, making a big move. What's interesting in today, we actually saw the federal asset sheet just uptick a little bit. Not by crazy amounts, but it did just uptick a little bit by about $1.6 billion. I don't know why. I don't know if there was a little sentiment of treasury yields or whether it was something from the UAE. I don't know, right? It's ticked up 1.61 billion. So could be a sign of things to come. We need to keep an eye on this very, very closely. But at some point today, they bought something or something was added to the Federal Reserve balance sheet, which again could be an indication of money printing. That would obviously say, let's say they produced $1.6 billion worth of treasury bonds. That could be a thing, right? I don't know. I think we'll get maybe a bit more announcement tomorrow, but worthwhile thinking about. Yeah, so that their asset has gone up. Again, we'll sort of try and understand exactly what that is. On the back of it, like I said, BTC moving, Ethereum looking very, very strong today, and that continues to move to the upside. MACD looking very bullish on Ethereum as well. Rest of the altcoin market is looking nice. Do you know what I mean? You can't argue about it. Solana up 4%. That looks like it could retest too. Sui continues to dominate over $4 again now. So that's playing out pretty nicely, actually. We can get rid of that chart. That breakout has happened. And probably that low as well. So Sui's looking pretty solid. Casper up another 7% here. Making some big moves in Casper again if people are holding it. Shout out to you. ZBCN dumped aggressively. Came down to a key support level though. So if you're trading this or swing trading this may be an opportunity, by the way. Came down, retesting currently the 20 exponential moving average. RSI's dropped down. We have flipped bearish on the MACD on the daily. So be mindful. This could come down a little bit further. But I just see loads of this stuff. Like loads of people talking about ZBCN. So again, if you are looking for maybe a quick flip, look out for that. Aerodrome Finance up a little bit. AVAX, we talked about this yesterday. Have a nice little move. Now, a couple of other coins going crazy. Meme coins look pretty bullish. Again, dupes up. Look at Athia breaking the 5s right now. This thing is absolutely sending. 20% at the peak, up 17.5%. So if you're in that play, congrats. FET, that AI play, watch out. I'm hearing some good things about that. That could be coming pretty soon. And then the rest of it, pretty flat. Barrels of oil is up based on where we were tracking it last week, but overall down on the day. So again, this is kind of positive news. But the obvious day, S&P 500 rallying, NASDAQ up 1.5, all on the back of all of these kind of Trump deals, which I think is important to think about. And then one other thing, I talked about this yesterday on a video. This is the Hashdex XRP ETF. Look how crazy this thing's going. This is up about 35% in like literally days, to the point where it's almost outperforming the IBIT Bitcoin ETF. Very, very interesting. And one of the other final metrics that we keep an eye on here on the channel, we see USD dominance. We're keeping a close eye on this. This could continue to fall, right? This could be good news. Again, playing perfectly into what we believe will come, which is more upside in the market, more capital flowing into altcoins, and overall being a pretty bullish sentiment. Now, there is obviously a lot of stuff to come. We'll see how this Trump thing plays out. From what I'm hearing, reading, staying close to kind of what's going on, obviously I texted him the other night as well and was like, yo, DT, what's going on? I'm hearing big money over the course of the next 2 days. I think the trip finishes on Friday. I'm hearing like $1 trillion out of Saudi Arabia now. I'm hearing 1.5 trillion out of Abu Dhabi and the UAE. I'm hearing $600 billion out of Qatar. It's not Qatar as well. I don't know why people call it Qatar. Qatar, that's how it's spelled. It's got a T and it's got an A in. But yeah, it could be interesting. I did want to just really quickly, if you guys will just afford me a little luxury, and we aren't going to be able to play this clip very long. But obviously Donald Trump was speaking at the Saudi-US Investment Forum, okay? So can you picture this, right? I'm going to do this. Picture this. So it's a, in fact, is there a picture somewhere? Let me just see if I can find a picture. So there is a room full of incredibly wealthy people. I mean, you're talking people like Tim Shea down at the front. Do you know what I mean? Like proper ballers, big capital. Let's see if I can find it. Saudi, USA. Let's see what that comes up as. But, I mean, did you see some of the images on it? It looked absolutely insane, right? Insane. And you've got huge amounts of money there, massive capital. They even trucked in a McDonald's. Did you see that? They trucked in like a mobile McDonald's. Pretty crazy. Anyway, so paint the scene. It's a big forum, big money, lots of discussions been talking about. And then the one and only, as always, oh, wrong button. Hold on a minute. One and only, Mr. DJT gets up, right? Just watch this clip. I literally couldn't stop laughing, right? I couldn't stop laughing about this, which is kind of crazy. So, get ready. Right, don't spam. I can see you guys are spamming. Just chill out. It's fine. I mean, you don't need to be super crazy, Craig. Like, it's fine. Anyway, right, listen to this.
You have a tremendous future. Thank you very much. And please pay my respects to your father. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I mean, tell me you've got money without telling me you've got money. You go to one of the biggest economic forums to cement a trade deal with Saudi Arabia and you walk off to YMCA. I mean, come on. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But hey, fair play. Sounds like they had a good time anyway. So he sent me a selfie, just like, yo, 2-bit Donald. He didn't really, by the way, if anyone is, if anyone's a hater or if anyone thinks I'm pro Trump, he did not send me a selfie. We're actually not friends, and unfortunately, I don't have his number. So I just want to be clear about that. It's not that, you know, we have dinner or anything like that, or our missus know each other. I don't know him personally. I think he does know who I am. I think he does know who I am because he once retweeted and he sent me no, he didn't send me a DM. He's no idea who I am, right? Anyway. So yeah, pretty interesting. I thought it was just hilarious. I thought it was literally just like, thank you very much. And say thank you to your father. Young man. There's people outside my house like, what the fuck is going on in there? Anyway, moving on. Watch out for it. Bullish. Don't lie, you're going to dinner with John. Yeah, I'm actually the number 5 wallet. Can you imagine that? Jesus, did you see the stuff in France? You don't want to tell anyone you've got. Just so we're clear, by the way, I have about $300 in cryptocurrency. That is it. They tried to kidnap some like exchange guy and his daughter or something. It's insane. Anyway, so look at this. Look at this. This is playing out pretty much as we expect. And I think where we've been talking about now all week, I spoke about this 2 weeks ago. I spoke last week about how I thought BTC would break 100. I'm in the 110 this week, new all-time high, like super bullish back into the week, setting us up for, I think, a big move in the market. And many people agree with me. And actually, you can see here, look, Crypto.com giving us a view. It says this cycle, almost all Bitcoin's time has been spent going sideways. But I think it's about to change. We've spent 1.86 years ranging, 5.76 months expanding, and just 36 days making meaningful price action to the upside, 4 of which were recent. But I believe the bull market parabola hasn't happened yet and is coming soon. This should include a mega expansion phase, probably lasting until the end of this year. Once we reach more new all-time highs, the genie is out of the bottle, which I think is important to think about. Again, you know, crypto could go to 0 tomorrow. It is obviously that volatile, but he's kind of right in terms of what you look at and how market cycles move. Remember, this is where we get my prediction for an all-time high on Bitcoin back end of August, may run to October. I know people can go, well, you're not allowed to do that. But yeah, that's potentially where we're going to get to. So yeah, I see you guys grabbing your tickets for the Marbitz race as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of you guys already in. If you are interested, head on over to the Marbitz chart. It's dead simple. It's $5 to get a ticket. Tonight, you will win a proportion of the tokens going in Ethereum, and I also have a bonus token to the value of $20 for the first place and 10 for second. So if you are interested, go and check out marbitz.io and grab yourself a bag. Highly recommend it. Definitely worth it. And yeah, you never know. You might actually get some bullish tokens on a project that's only just come out in the last 2 or 3 days, so has a pretty big upside potential. So yeah. Equal could go to 0, by the way. But anyway, watch out for this. Good news. All right, keep your eyes on this. CryptoCoin giving us a view. Also, altcoin market, like we talked about. Look at this. Their first golden cross in 4 years. What? Last time this happened, the market pumped 150x in a few weeks. Next bull run starts in May. And now is your last chance to become a millionaire. Here's a list of altcoins. $100 to 100,000. Don't listen to that list. The list is crap. I've got a video coming out for you guys later on. That's going to talk to you about what the best altcoins to get involved, in my opinion, are, and certainly what I think are going to be very bullish coming soon. But this is a good news. It's definitely not feet. No, I sent you a message in X, by the way. We're out of that. Although I still think we might have got out a little bit early. Just my personal opinion. But hey, one of us will be right, and one of us won't be. But yeah, is this the next move for altcoins? Take Bitcoin out of the equation. Is this what we're going to see? Are we finally going to get that upside move? And I think this could be it. A lot of people, I was talking to Vern about this. We had a catch up yesterday. The view is that, look, this is it. The market's ready to rock and roll. You've got some super pro cryptocurrency stuff going on. Lots of kind of, positive stuff going in the right direction. So yeah, hard to believe that it's not going to be, but watch out. This is where we're looking. Exactly what I just said. Golden cross here. And then look, breaking out above and heading towards that bigger range, over 1.67 trillion minus Bitcoin off that. So keep your eyes peeled on that. And then obviously this was kind of the big deal that's going on at the minute. This is the big debate. I actually haven't checked the official Fed decision. And I think Jerome Powell speaks Friday. Could be pretty spicy, couldn't it? I think it's Friday speaks. And then obviously we talk about CPI as well, which came in way better than expected, by the way. But anyway, so we're still looking very unlikely to have a... Some of us read the investment group chat. I did. That's why I sold. Bro. But yeah, obviously the Fed's still assuming that we're going to stay as is. We'll see if that changes on Friday. But Trump pointed out this, saying no inflation. The price of gasoline, energy, groceries, and particularly everything else are down. The Fed must lower the rate like Europe and China have done. What is wrong with too late Powell? Not fair to America, which is ready to blossom. Just let it all happen. It will be a beautiful thing. Now, is he really going to... is he really going to pander? Maybe. I don't know. We'll kind of see. we will kind of see Marion. Let's go, babies, in the house. Good to see you back. Honestly, Marion, people like genuinely miss you when you're not here, so I'm glad you're here. Cross circle box, Y shape, who cares? JJ, what? Cross circle box, wash. JJS, come on. Come on. Tell us a joke. Don't say my face, all right? I've heard it before. You went ARB, then ETH. Yeah, and I'm still in Aerodrome as well, which is good. XRP will move sideways and slightly up till October. I don't think that's true. I think XRP is probably going to break $3 in the next 4 weeks. My personal opinion. There's a couple of things going on with it. JJS, have we messaged each other in some of my comments, maybe on some videos? Maybe we have. Anyway, you're welcome. Hello, guys. I don't know how to reply. It's all good, Mario. I'm just glad you're here. All good. Whoa, see, look, everyone loves it. Everyone loves it. By the way, JJS, this could be you, by the way. This could be you. You could be the person that comes in, everyone's like, ooh, he's a bit spicy, but then eventually you're like welcomed into the community and we're like, he's okay. It's not massively a chopper, but anyway. It's based on delays to the SEC case, ETFs and regs. Well, we know the case is done with the SEC and this whole Coinbase thing, pretty interesting, right? Pretty interesting. Yeah, it'll break $3, but the big move will be in October. Hey, mate, I hope so. Let's see. Let's see where we get to. Right. Let's see what happens. I think this could be pretty interesting. I don't believe Jerome Powell will buckle. I don't believe he's going to buckle, but anyway, we will see. And just give a big shout out, by the way, to the XLAS. I think that's how you say it. Shout out to you guys. I'm actually talking to your dev team at the minute, just about your project. Looks super interesting. I like the fact. Block Dag, love what you're doing. So yeah, watch this space. We may start covering a little bit about it, but yeah, the layer 1 block DAG prioritized confidentiality, usability, and scalability, and had a very good launch as well. Looking to really start to rally the market. So yeah, shout out to you, shout out to all the fam from Exilius, and make sure you smash that like button while you're here as well, which would be very much appreciated. And also, don't forget, we've got a giveaway running on X. Go and follow me at @TubitCrypto_YT. Tomorrow we'll be drawing that live in Vernon I's Hashing It Out space. That's coming at 10:35 UK time, 5:30 Eastern. Again, 4 winners, $25. Get yourselves in there. It's going to be epic as always. So, yeah, a lot going on this week. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else we've got, but all sorts of crazy stuff coming, as you would expect. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled on it. I got invited into the CoinSol, open group chat today, which is super cool. It means that any new project getting contract audits, I'm now in that particular group, which is great because it means that loads of new projects are coming out. We can pivot them and sort of say, hey, look, we've got Marbitz and my channel. And, you know, right now, marketing is kind of moving a little bit, which is good news. So that could only be favorable towards what we're doing with Marbitz. And look, fingers crossed, we'll have something to share with you guys ASAP. Good. The tweet is hilarious. Too late, pal. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Right. And then just a couple of other little bits, then we'll get into some news. What price will Bitcoin hit in 2025? Lots of people now going max bullish. 110K is the biggest prediction right now, albeit some even going 120. We could even see 34% believing at 150. I mean, the crazies think 3% at $1 million. Absolutely off their rocker. But still, Polymarket looks pretty optimistic that we could get there. I actually think, my view is we'll be hiding this. I think we'll be in this range, 150 to 200K. That's where I sort of put us out. But Polymarket certainly starting to get some volume in. Look at this, nearly $10 million of volume trading on Polymarket. Not saying this is the best way to kind of understand what's going on, but it's certainly an interesting way to keep your eyes peeled on it, which is good news indeed. Okay, that takes us through most of the news and the charts. We'll keep an eye on what's going on with Bitcoin right now, 104,560. Likewise, we're going to keep an eye on what's going on with Ethereum. I'd like to see Ethereum do 10%. It'd be wild. And then Aether as well. That's back above 5. So lots of good stuff going on in the markets. Alt's having a good day. The overall market having a good day as well. So we'll double back down on that in just a minute. Okay, good news. We're going to get into the news in a sec. 37. See, Marion, everyone's loving it. Hey, Killian, what's going on? Hey, everyone, where is my Jasmine pump? I think we're doing all right today. Jasmine. Oh, no, it's down. Oh, come on, Jasmine. The hell, bro. The hell. Been very busy with the army, but still doing my research. Nice, JJS. Appreciate you. And keep fighting so that we don't have to. I appreciate you, buddy. F. Joe, what's going on, man? Welcome to you. Phil says, Pi Network pumping. Is it? It was absolutely going crazy the other day. It's technically, yes, it's up. Do you know what's interesting? And I can judge things based on conviction of YouTube videos. And yeah, people are really curious about Pi at the minute. So like I said, I've said in a number of videos, watch out. Definitely has an opportunity to move. So right, let's keep BTC up there and keep an eye on it. And let's get into the news. Don't forget, if you can, just hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, please. Well over 100 of you in this tonight's live stream, so shout out to everybody. Once again, YouTube was demonetizing live streams from 3 years ago today, so hit the like button, pump the channel. Let's tell all these haters that, like, you know what, I technically stole your music and used it as an intro for 3.5 years, but fine. If you want to demonetize some of my videos, go for it. Yeah, absolute set of choppers. Right, Coinbase joining the S&P 500 index, leading to a market surge. Touched on this yesterday. The fact here, though, May 13th, Coinbase stock now up 14.5%. And it will be replacing Discover Financial Services on May 19th to be listed as an S&P 500 company, which is super good, by the way, right? Super good. The fact that it's going to be mainstream recognition, similar to kind of the Coinbase app, like it's such an obvious route into cryptocurrency that I think it's super bullish. I don't think it'll be the first. Well, I don't think it is the first, actually. I think Strategy is listed on there as well. But, you know, watch out. And as we see kind of the markets move and, you know, more and more people move up, then I actually think we're going to see more and more companies head on over there. So, yeah, watch out for this. I think it's super bullish. And if you're in cryptocurrency, you have to be pretty much excited by this. So let's talk about the new SEC new update on long-awaited features for Bitcoin ETFs. Very much gone under the radar. No one really talking about it. But look at this. What have the SEC announced? Well, we know that Paul Atkins yesterday was talking specifically about adoption, supporting regulatory clarity, all of that good stuff, right? Well, look at this. The Securities and Exchange Commission has postponed a proposed in-kind redemption for BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF, IBIT, which would require a buyback process using crypto assets instead of cash. This change in structure would allow authorized participants to buy and sell ETF shares directly with Bitcoin without using cash. The world is changing. Phil Ali, hey from Ireland. Hey, support Conor McGregor in getting the Irish Bitcoin reserve. Like, that guy switched on. He drives a Lamborghini boat. Just saying. So currently, ETFs, APs can only create and redeem ETF shares. That's where the whole Jamie Dimon stuff comes into this. But with the in-kind system, APs will be able to directly buy ETF shares in exchange for Bitcoin and Ethereum, already in their shares with these cryptocurrencies. That is wild. What an interesting statement. What an interesting statement that BlackRock are trying to push this narrative. Like, it's insane to think about it. Like, BlackRock are pushing this. They're like, oh, we want to have the flexibility. We want to be able to buy and sell with Bitcoin. Of course you do. Like, get out of here. But look at this. BlackRock's IBIT fund is currently the largest spot Bitcoin ETF by asset size. NASDAQ has filed a rule change application with the SEC for the structural transformation, which could further increase IBIT's appeal to institutional investors. Imagine what that would look like. Then I think this unlocks the gates to a Solana ETF, which will have staking on it, Ethereum, which will give staking rewards. And then you sort of get into this crazy thing, right? And this is where I doubled down on Ethereum about 3 months ago when I talked about it. If you get an Ethereum ETF in which staking is a construct of that ETF, like, you are going to see the most insane amount of capital flow into Ethereum ETFs that I don't even think you can comprehend. And I think we could definitely see that happen. Because if you think about it, you'll get better interest rates than investing, than trading, just by upholding the blockchain. All ETFs will then run nodes. Like, it'll be mental. In my opinion, it's a big decision from the SEC. I think it's a very decision they're going to make and say yes. And it could be super, super, super crazy. So watch out. This is going to be very, very good news. And I think, importantly, will shift the narrative. If they accept this, well, the SEC are pretty much pro-cryptocurrency, what I would say. Pi did a big pump the other day, but it mainly third world countries who own the vast majority of it. Some of the YouTube influencers make me laugh so hard with their predictions. Yeah, I've seen some crazy predictions on Pi coin. Crazy predictions. Like, people are like, oh yeah, it's going to be like, I think I put, if based on their ecosystem, I think my prediction was about $5 at top bull market. I've seen people telling me it's going to get to like 75, 100. You're like, be pretty interesting if it did. I mean, hope it does, because I know some of you guys are in it, but we'll see. BlackRock ETF will be massive, but after regs in September. Yeah, potentially, yeah. Bitcoin ETF sees 27.9 million outflow. Grayscale leads with 655 BC exit. Ethereum ETF's net outflow hits 10.83 million. Yeah, we'll touch on those ETFs in just a minute for sure. Nobody good day, mate. What's going on, pal? Are you actually Australian? I hope you are, by the way, because that is absolutely the way to come into a live stream. CBADA, yeah, I saw all those ones. And again, you just have to look at that Hashdex one. Bear in mind that Hashdex XRP one is in Brazil, of all places. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Brazil, but they're not known for their capital markets. Do you know what I mean? So, pretty interesting. Right, continuing on. Markets rallies, US-China tariff agreement, eases tensions. Again, we want to see this kind of filled out. I saw an interview with Scott Bassett today where he talked about, look, the reality is this is just a way of getting something out, supporting markets. You'll actually see a further development this over the course of the next 90 days or whatever it is. So we'll see. Scott Bassett seems like he's doing a good job, and it's definitely fueling markets. Resilient, global trade remains resilient despite ongoing negotiations, geopolitical uncertainties. We'll see. Obviously, the Pakistan-India thing stopped, which is good news, and we'll have to kind of wait and see. But yeah, certainly the markets are optimistic on the back of it. And if you want to get some fried egg cookers from Temu, grab yourself a big discount. Link in the description. There isn't really. There isn't really. There's only a link in the description for Marbitz.io, in which we're going to be chucking some marbles down the track. So if you're interested, head on over to Marbitz.io or simply copy and paste the link that I put in the chat earlier on. Grab yourself a little bit of a bag, and you can race some marbles tonight as well. The winner is going to get a proportion of those that put in. Also, we got some tokens for a brand new project that's just come out super early, that if you get it tonight and it does a 3x, it hits $1 million market cap, you're going to get a 3x on that for nothing, for simply being in the race this evening. Definitely go and check it out. Marbitz.io, that's the project I've launched. Highly recommend having a look at it. It is bullish. Good. Right. Is the trade war over? No. I think it's a fair assessment. We'll see. Trump will 10x from here. Trump coin. It's been doing pretty well, actually. And then double back on this. Federal Reserve needs to cut interest rates. I don't think they will, but look, you never know. You never know. Right. ETFs, touched on it. BlackRock. It's the secret code, right? It's the secret code. No one else looks at this. No one cares about this. Only us. Only us know about it. The only mistake you can make is not owning XRP. I mean, that's true. That's true. There would definitely be some people that would disagree with me, but I agree with you. BlackRock continuing to buy, by the way. This is one of the biggest stints since the launch of these ETFs that they have been seeing inflows into it. We are definitely starting to print. We're definitely starting to see this consistent move. We've seen this back here in 24 October. We saw another little move here back in November as we rallied up to that big move. Then we've sort of seen some pretty heavy selling off. I think now we're going to see continuous upside. Yeah, we'll have days that may be red, but look, I think it's important to think about ETFs. They are driving the market. Like I said with the Ethereum ones, yeah, we saw a bit of selling off yesterday, so about 17 million. We'll see how it plays out today. I think 10 million you said, Selmo, so we'll see. But watch out. I think you're going to start to see some pretty big inflows into this as it comes through. And then we'll see where the Bitcoin ones flow out as well. So we had a good day yesterday, just 5 million, but that's on the back of a 321 million. And on a day where we actually saw some pretty heavy selling pressure coming in. So I think today is going to be there or thereabouts. Is what, 4,000? Probably an outflow day, but only just. Which tells me that if we've had an outflow day, but we're still seeing some good upside movement, particularly into altcoins, then there's a good rotation of capital happening right now out of Bitcoin and potentially then into some further altcoins, which again is good news. So, I'm all down for it. America versus secret fib extension trick. Trump to 180. Holy shit. I'd be pretty bullish on that. Do I still have Trump coin on this? I'm sure I do, actually. Let me just put this down here. Leave this there. Leave this there. Just see if anyone else is grabbing a marble ticket for tonight. And let's do it. Nobody says, where are you from? I'm from the UK. And more specifically, I'm from God's Own County, which is Yorkshire. It is the best place on the earth. Don't let anyone tell you that that is not true. It is genuinely the best place on the earth. Partly due to the fact that I'm from here specifically. So, but, I mean, a lot of people want to be from Yorkshire, but they can't be. Vern says, agreed, we may have an extended or violent bull run, but it will be the biggest the market has ever seen. You just have to see the big picture. Trillions are about to flood the market. Yeah, I agree. Investment fund is at, I think, like 8.5. Let me tell you more specifically. It is at $8,591.60. Give or take about $3. So, yeah. On the way back up, and actually is on the way back up as well. So, yeah, good news. I'm down for it. Right, Trump coin. I do have Trump coin on here. There it is. Look, official Trump coin. I mean, as much as it's at 1369, I mean, it's got some legs to get going, hasn't it? Like, it really does need some legs to start getting moving. But, 2.73 billion doing, 3K volume. Obviously, the actual centralized exchange side will be massive. I mean, I'm not denying that. So, you have to boil your tap water in Yorkshire now. I don't even know what that means. Oh, dear me. Johnny Smith says, I'm a Yorkshireman. Let's get it, Johnny. Me and you, mate. God's own county. Don't let anyone take that away from me. Do you know when we're at school, and Johnny'll prove my point here. When you're at school, they go, right, no training, you have nothing, you have to go in one morning. I remember it vividly. It was a Wednesday morning, first session, first lesson, walked in, they went, right, okay, this morning it's about making Yorkshire puddings. If you can't make Yorkshire puddings, they literally kick you out. They kick you out. Fortunately, I could make extremely good Yorkshire puddings. So anyway, Trump coin, let's keep an eye on it. 180 is a wild price predictions, but hey, I'm fine with that. I mean, I don't own any Trump coin. I sold mine up here somewhere, but we'll see. Ratto on the move back. Good news. We talked about this at $1.5 million market cap, rallied to about 35 million. Shout out Tim Shea on this one. And it is on the way back, which is kind of good news. So fingers crossed this continues to push to the upside. $17.3 million market cap. If anyone did buy the bottom, then congrats. You're already making a nice little move on this one. Marbitz is up a little bit on the day, about 5%. Currently trading around 475k. Market cap, nice little green candle coming in. Again, if you're interested, definitely go and grab yourself a bag. And you can see some of these purchases coming in. It's $5 a ticket. It's going to get you into a marble race at the end of the show, in which the first prize is going to win a proportion of this. And then we're doubling down on another project, of which you'll be able to get some tokens of that, which is super early, and it's currently sitting at about $290,000 market cap project. So this could be, again, another good one, hopefully. Talking to the dev about this yesterday, so I've got a little bit of a bonus. And then don't forget, Sunday's race is up, so we'll have that for you guys as well. It's a token one. Yep, you better believe it. I've got some more tokens for you guys, of which I will announce on Sunday what that project is. So again, if you're looking for a DeFi play to get in that's secure, audited, strong liquidity, solid team, then you know what? This is the project for you, Marbitz.io. My project, of which I'm live 6 days a week here on YouTube. Yes, you might say, well, hold on a minute, 2-bit, this chart is crap. The reality is that, you know what? I'm not going to lie and say, yeah, the chart has taken a bit of a challenge. But we remain focused. We have utility. We have a reason to buy it. And I think it's a matter of time until we really start to see this skyrocket. So again, if you're interested, buy it. If you're not, don't worry about it. That's my view. At least someone mentioned the CPI report, so it's way better than expected. I wouldn't say it's way better. I'm literally about to break CPI down now. So it came in good. It came in better than expected. We obviously yesterday talked about this in a bit more detail. We did expect it to come in a little bit hotter than it did. If I'm honest, I think there was a view that it was going to come in a bit tasty, and it didn't. And there's a couple of big reasons for that. So I actually have the full CPI report here, as you would expect, just to kind of walk through. So the consumer price for all urban consumers, PPI tomorrow, the producer price index, we'll see, but it increased 0.2% on a seasonally adjusted basis in April after falling 0.1% in March. So the actual view was it got worse, which is exactly what we talked about last night. It wasn't as bad as I think people thought. Some people thought we were going to see, maybe 0.5%. We didn't get that. When you break it down, though, from a data perspective, you can see how that month did. March was obviously pretty crazy. This is the effect of tariffs. That's the reality of it. So yes, we are seeing an effect of tariffs. Watch out for May's CPI. I think May's could be pretty interesting. Definitely. Where did it filter out? Where did it kind of come through? Well, the reality is we actually saw a decrease in fuel. That was the biggest one, adjustment on the 12 months. And then obviously, but look, it did move back up through tariffs because that. So you look at the March numbers, negative 6.3, negative 6.1, overall negative 2.4, and energy went to 0.7. That's a 3.1% increase if you think about that. So that's where we saw the most of it come in. Housing was another one where we saw it kind of increase on CPI. If you go to the actual breakdown of the report here, that's kind of taking you through a little bit more detail. Energy, look, you can see 0.7 from previous 2.4. That's a big shift. It's a big shift, whether you like it or not. Likewise, motor fuel up as well. So what you had here was Trump telling everyone that gasoline was going down. It's all going to be great. Yada, yada, yada. And then it sort of played out that it isn't quite the same. Just isn't quite the same. So not a bad thing. 2F60, welcome, by the way. 2F60 grabbing a $15 bag. You know what's going on. 2F60, baby. And then what you can do, by the way, is take them Marbitz, head on over to our official Marbitz app and chuck them in. You get yourself 2 tickets for the Sunday race, of which, again, you're going to get some tokens if you're a winner, baby. So, yeah, welcome to the channel. And again, what else did we get? Well, look, you got energy again up, and then apparel was up a little bit. Nothing too crazy on this one. Food was up again, so whether you like it or not, we see a little bit of an increase in food, particularly staples, which I think is interesting. But I know secretly what you guys all want. I know. Here it is. All right, let's take a look. What's going on here? So where do we get to? Good news. Men's underwear, nightwear, swimwear, and accessories went down. Good news. However, suits, coats, and outerwear went up. So you can buy some kecks. You can't buy a jacket. All right, important to think about it that way. Overall, apparel actually went down or up, depending on how you think about it. But obviously, I know the one that you're all interested in is women's underwear, nightwear, swimwear, and accessories got better, i.e. the value went down. So, yeah. There is a race tonight. I'm saying it's the first time someone's bought in tonight, so they can take those 15, they bought 31,000 Marbitz tokens, and they can go and get in the race for Sunday. So, yeah, we are doing a race tonight, and obviously then the Sunday race is up as well. So, yeah. So, CPI came in decent. A lot of people thought it was going to be worse. I think that's the best way of thinking about it. So, we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. I think it's good news, in my opinion. So, yeah, we'll hold it down on that. Loads of people asking about XRP. XRP is looking great, by the way. Really good. I was talking about this yesterday to somebody. I can't think who it was now, but I don't know if it was maybe Brad Garlinghouse or someone. Anyway, I was on the phone. I was on FaceTime. We were both in the bath. And I was kind of talking about this whole narrative around XRP and that there is this really interesting movement of capital going on right now that I think a lot of people aren't aware of. What do I mean by this? We're seeing big nation states start to look into XRP with a little bit more detail. You look at things like Hidden Road and how that's playing out. You look at liquidity levels. Just for example, the move yesterday on XRP, and if you haven't seen my video, then you should definitely go look at it. $16.6 million were chucked into XRP in an hour, right? And I think then we see that, hey, 2-Bit, I should be in this race already, right? Yes. I mean, technically no, but yes. It depends how you want to do it. Because you can either use them for Sunday or you can buy tonight, or I can use it tonight. You let me know. Just type either Sunday or tonight and I'll work it out. Because basically, yeah, what you put in is exactly 3 entries. So yeah, it's up to you. Sunday or tonight. You make a call. Songbird pumping a little bit, is it? I haven't looked at Songbird for ages. Offer to buy Circle. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty wild, isn't it? That's pretty wild. And again, you think about that. You think about how that plays out. Like, if they were to buy Circle, that'd be pretty crazy. So, but yeah, XRP looking pretty good. Once again, just would be a project I wouldn't want to not be in. I think there's lots of good things going on. I highly urge people to definitely go and have a look at... highly urge people to just go watch that video I did last night. So it talks specifically about XRP liquidity and where that's kind of all playing through. So I think there's definitely some good optimism in that market, and in my opinion, worthwhile taking a look at. Good. Yeah, put it tonight, please. Thank you. Right, no dramas. That's fine. I can put you in as a what do you call it? There you go. You are in. I'll just check for any more ENS as well. But you're doing a Twitter space tomorrow? Oh my God, I hate you so much, Holmes. I literally hate you so much. No, not for you. Not for you. Ripple are loaded and in pole position. Yeah, I agree. 2-Bit tub thumping with Garmin. What's going on, Mr. Maybury? Good to see you, pal. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Nice. I'm just checking to make sure there's any ENS wallets other than Enducia, which I've just put you in now. So yeah. I'm just giving you a segue to shill it. Work with me here, bro. I've already shilled it twice. Definitely should check it out though. Head on over to Twitter. It's easy to do. Highly recommend it, by the way. Head and look out for @2bitcrypto_YT. That is me. You definitely don't want to get it wrong. You can also see that I'm live, but I keep forgetting to tweet out. But here it is, look. Let me copy the link, and you want to get in there. We got 4 giveaways of $25. If you want a chance to win, you got to come over here. Follow me, follow the Feet Company, and then retweet, tag 2 friends. We're going to give away 4 winners, $25 in that space tomorrow night. So don't miss it. 10:35 UK, 5:35 Eastern. we'll be giving it away about 11 p.m. That is hashing it out. And also the link, if you click into this, then you can not do that. The link's here, look. The link's here at the bottom of that post. Oh my God. So yeah, get involved, by the way. Get involved. If you're also interested, the link for it is somewhere down here as well. There you go, look. So if you're just interested in the space, then I'll put it there as well. So definitely get your asses in there. It's going to be good. Likewise, we've got a $20 giveaway to do, probably in our Telegram at some point as well. So yeah, you might want to just get spicy with that. Again, up to you guys whether you do or not. Totally down to totally down to kind of whatever you want to do. I'm not going to hold it against anyone. So yeah, good news if you ask me. I'm bullish, baby. Bullish, baby. Good. Right. If you got any questions, please drop them in the chat. I'll try and answer the best I can. If you've got any queries about the market, any tokens you want to take a look at, all of that good stuff. So, but yeah, definitely make sure that you're in the Marbitz TG. Links all in the description. Make sure you're in that space tomorrow night as well. It's going to be epic. And I highly recommend that you get involved as well. So, yeah. Could be good news. Could be good news. Right. Good. Oh, nice. I also, by the way, today, just FYI, I've been invited to an official KOL, Input Global, influencer and social media personality group offering clients high-end cryptocurrency content of which are mutually beneficial, fast and efficient. You've been selected as an early member and we'd love to have you on board. Would you be interested in joining? That's pretty bullish, isn't it? So I'm going to be in another group. So, you know, a lot of things are going on behind the scenes that people maybe don't see. People are like, oh, I think Marbitz is going to go to zero. That's fine. That's fine. I think you'll regret it, baby. Please look at Songbird. Okay, we can look at Songbird. Definitely. See, if you do a request in the chat, then we'll take a look at it. For sure. For sure. Right. SGB, I think it is the official terminology for it. Where are we at? Up 22%. Oh, baby. Nice. 131 market cap. Looks pretty nice, actually. Look at that move on the 7-day. Holy crap. This thing's going wild. Nice. 729k volume. So volume's pretty solid, actually. Where are we at? All-time high. Man, this thing feels like it's pushing. Oh, that stings a little bit. So all-time high was 31 cents. So yeah, so it needs to, probably get a bit of a shifty on, but I mean, it's moving. That's the important thing. If it's going up, that's good news. All right. That's the best way of looking at it. It's got a way to go till it gets back to all-time high, but if it's going up, then it's going in the right direction. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bezos. Yes, I think you'll do well in it too, bit. What, in Songbird, really? Who's crypto? What's going on, pal? Welcome. Pull up sand for Craig, please. Let's get it, Craig. I'm bullish on you, by the way. It's up 1.5%. It's doing, it's doing $111 million in volume. Holy shit. Fair play. 36 cents. 36 cents where you're at right now, Craig. Well, I don't know what your buy price was, Craig. Technically it's going up. So, if you've been in it for a while, which I think you have, Craig, if you bought the dip at like 24 cents, then yeah, fair play. I'm bullish on those tacos. Let's get it, baby. But yeah, San, fair play. Like, it's kind of happening. Shout out to you, Craig. Ondo and Sui price predictions. Man, Ondo is a great one. I think Ondo could be like, yeah, pretty crazy if you ask me. Sui's a difficult one. I think Sui will definitely have a good run. If you said, you'd have to probably go to the weekly candle, wouldn't you? Albeit there's not a lot of data on the weekly, but you could argue and say, well, let's take from the bottom to the top and then down to the bottom again on a fib extension. So that plays out pretty well. If you went to the 2618, 3618 Fibonacci, $14, $15, 3x from now, maybe. Some people think it could go even crazier. Like some people think it could go even more insane if you think about it. Like 3618 at $20. Could you see Sui at $20? Maybe. Don't know, but Sui looks good. I think if their meme coin ecosystem can play out pretty well, then yeah, that might all get pretty tasty. On that one, Ondo is slightly different. Now, the reason why I say Ondo is slightly different is because the reality here is that with Ondo, you could get in a world of saying, well, if they do tokenize everything onto the blockchain, Ondo, I think, will be best place to think about. You know, Ondo price predictions at what, $6.50, $8 maybe, probably feels a little bit, you know, an 8x from its current position. Where I think Ondo can be very different, though, is when you get into treasury yields and what that can look like. Because if they tokenize all that, and don't forget there are links between Ondo and the Trump administration as well, so that absolutely could play out. Then I think Ondo could be like crazy. I mean, the 10-year treasury is still going up, by the way. 474 on the 10-year is up again. So we need to be mindful a little bit of that. We don't want to see that go up too much, in fairness. But yeah, Ondo, I think conservative $7. Not financial advice, obviously, but conservative will be 7, maybe 8 as a push. And I think SUI 15 to 20, I think it'd be a fair say. FCA is going to ban exchanges with no KYC or AML. Do you think? Maybe. Sol said, suck it to the fib last cycle. Yeah, I mean, look, again, you know, and that's kind of what I said. If they can really dial in the meme coin narrative, the launch narrative, that's where Solana won. It was kind of the new hot blockchain that everybody sort of wanted to be on, man. ETH's up 8%. Let's crush it, ETH. Go, Ethereum. Let's go, baby. Let's make it move. You got about 5 minutes left. If anyone does want to grab in more tickets for Marbitz, and then we'll be listening to some tunes, and then we'll be chucking some marbles, and we'll be awarding some prizes. You know what prizes make? Rich people. I'm getting $100 per 1p on a long. Nice. DCA 34.5 downwards. You're DCAing into sand. Okay, good news, Craig. Look, hey, it's your money. You do what you need to do with. I know you got into Pepe and you made a good chunk on Pepe. So, you know, shout out to you. Do what you want to do, my man. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's my opinion. Apparently, Jack Mellia's 21 capital buys 4,812 Bitcoin worth $458 million. Holy smokes. What a day. The prize is Cuddles with 2-bit. I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you, bro? Craig don't own Pi, never traded Pi, only American Pi. I'm in. Yeah, literally in as well, aren't you, Curtis? You're in there absolutely ransacking that. I don't know what. Move on. Don't know where this live stream's gone. We've lost it already. Curtis, I still never see you on Rocket League, by the way. I'm about to break into Diamond 1. Just saying, Curtis. Come on. We already determined this, by the way, Michael. I'm the big spoon. Ruin the pie, like. It's fine, man. Who plays? It's all good. All good. Okay. Let's keep an eye on what's going with that. I would like to see BTC retest this kind of upper range. Hopefully we get there. Fingers crossed. And yeah, hopefully we'll see that kind of break above. Let me get rid of that, which would be good news. I'm on there. I'm on their weekends. Right, let's close. We don't need any more ETFs. Has no one else got anything we're kind of interested in? I've just got a video coming out about a new pre-sale. That could be pretty interesting. That's about it, really. It's kind of going to be. I think most of the stuff I did come out. I don't know. We'll see. It's all pretty exciting, if you ask me. All pretty exciting. I just want to keep, see DeFi moving them. No, to be crypto, you're the inside spoon, bruh. We all know that's not true. I'm going to sell my Pi in June, then carry on mining through the next cycle. Nice. Nobody is spicy. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please make sure that you hit the like button. That would be greatly appreciated as we continue to try and grow. We'll be back live on TikTok in 2 days' time after getting banned yesterday. So, hey, it is what it is. But hopefully you guys are. Bullish. That would be where I'm going to get to. So, fingers crossed you guys are all over it. So if you want to kind of make it happen, then make it happen, baby. That'll be good. That would be good news. Speaking of Pi, I want to divorce before XRP rockets. Just the best way is don't tell anybody what you've got. Don't tell them. That's my opinion. Just don't say anything. You don't have to worry about it. Just my opinion, by the way. Just my opinion. I'm literally cracking up. My wife is like, what the oh, dear me. Yeah, my best advice is just don't say anything. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her what's going on. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, we'll keep an eye. Like I said, I think Pi is going to be interesting over the course of the next year. I think there's kind of going to be some attempts at mimicking it, maybe some attempts at kind of copying it. Whether they'll actually get to that point is a debate. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll see. We will see how it all plays out. And I think the fact that it's got such a big ecosystem that sits behind it probably tells me that, you know, it may have an opportunity to run. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just looking at the Marbitz chart. Someone actually sold the rest of their Marbitz and made $3. Like, you might as well have just got in the race tonight. Like, what the hell? Absolute weapons sometimes. Boogie still doing well, is it? I haven't looked for a while, actually. Let's have a look. Boogie is... Oh, yeah, still up 15%. Nice. 281. Shout out to the Boogie fam. Still making a move. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's on the move back up. Let's go, Boogie. Let's do it, baby. 2000 XRP at 54. Come on, $5. Get it, Killian. Get it. My missus only knows about my... Luna and BitTorrent loot bring a mana, so I'm all good. Yeah, my missus thinks I've got about $70 million in Bitcoin. So yeah. Oh, she can buy sand too. Boogie. Like that. $3 will get no one cuddles. Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, right, keep your eyes peeled on this one. I am going to call that. That's it. Everyone who's in is in. So we're now going to do something a little bit spicier. I'm just going to run through the entrance. If you think that you should be in, then let me know, by the way. But end user, you're in. 2F6D is in. OE55, A347, D677, 510D, EEAA, and 70CD. They are our participants, along with CCD7, ODCO, and 7041. If you think that your wallet hasn't been put in, please do say so while I'm just getting things set up. We're going to raise some marbles. Remember, first prize is going to get a proportion of what was invested this evening. They're also going to get $20 of a brand new token that's just launched. Again, super early. You're going to get them free. I'm going to send them to the Solana-based project, so you might just have to... bear with as that plays out, and it's just had a bit of selling pressure actually, so it's worked out even better for you guys. And then second place is going to get $10 as well. So, you know, we're kind of cooking on a bit of gas, and we're kind of see what happens. If I will do a deal, actually, I'll do a deal with if the winner isn't someone that I know. Let me just check this. If the winner isn't someone I know, then I will send. I'll send Aerodrome Finance to them. Yeah, I've got nearly $100 of Aerodrome Finance. Perfect. See, that's why you should be staking Aerodrome Finance, by the way. And this is obviously down to my project, Marbitz.io. Again, if you're not in, then I think you should be, so definitely check it out. Right, I don't see anyone saying no. Sonia's up for some Marbitz. Let's get it, Sonia. Hopefully you've got a bag. Crypto Beast is up as well. Let's get it, baby. I don't believe anyone said they're not in, which is good. And Ben Coin is shooting. Yeah, I know, dumb joke. Where is he anyway? Is he still doing content? I haven't seen him for ages. Can't remember if I unsubscribed to his channel or not. I feel like I haven't seen him doing any content for ages. So I don't actually know if he's still around. Like, is he still around? Anyway, we're going to go old school, by the way. Don't forget, if you go into Spotify or Apple Music and type in Marbitz, you can find all our music on there as well. So if you enjoy what you hear or what you're about to hear, then highly support us. Just listen to it. Again, 1,000 views, we start generating revenue, which will be put back into the project. So if you want to just listen to some tunes, you want to listen to some music, highly recommend checking out that as well, of which you can see on here, all of that. And like I said, it all continues to support what we're trying to do, which is a number of different streams coming in to really support the channel. So yeah, good news. And yeah, let's listen to some Marbitz while I get this set up and get ready to race. That's what it's all about.
Marbitz forged to never bend, built for those who stand their ground, through the chaos, through the sound. No weekends, no paper fears, we've been holding through the years, through the dips and through the highs. Marbitz soars, we touch the skies. No fear, no doubt, we ride the waves. Through highs and lows, we never cave. Marbitz army, strong and free.
I mean, a big shout out to Blazer, what a legend. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I think it's very, very quiet, by the way. But there we go. It's everyone ready to rock and roll. Everyone ready to party. We're going to see who takes the win on this one. Remember, prize for first, prize for second. Marbitz.io, if you're not already in, get ready. We've got another race coming Thursday night. And then we've got a good race coming on Sunday as well. So I highly recommend making sure you're dialed in for what that looks like. Hopefully you see some wins. All right. Good luck. Let's see what happens.
Unshakable in destiny. Diamond hands rise up high. Never break, never die. Through the pressure, through the fight, we keep pushing toward the sky. Marbitz power built to last. Future bright, forget the past. No retreat, no looking back. Marbitz strong, we stay intact.
Right. Let's see who's going to get the win, baby. Let's see who gets the win. And don't forget, we've got another $100 to give away tomorrow night live on Hashing It Out with myself and CryptoVern. So make sure you dialed in for that as well. I mean, honestly, it's just crazy that people would try and jump into a meme coin, lose everything when they could get into Marbitz and make it happen. Fingers crossed. Like I said, people don't just dump the bag and go, hey, we're sick of it. There's so much more to come. Anyway. And Deucer is out in front, but I don't think he's going to get there for long. A347, you can't write him off. Can you not use these songs for the intro too? But yes, I can. I just need to have time to actually do it. You understand I'm a very busy man on the evening. But anyone can feel free to do it, by the way. I'm down for it. If anyone's like good at doing all that kind of stuff. But yeah, any of the songs, Blazer technically stroke through Marbitz owns all the rights to it. I mean, technically Blazer owns all the rights to it. And if it does make any money, I would make sure he's looked after. But yeah, we could use them. That's why I can use them on YouTube, because they're basically our music. Stroke Blazer's music, if that makes sense. Anyway, 510D's out in front. D677's in there. A347 has won before. Our TG bot, I think I told you about this before as well, is currently being built. That should hopefully be up and running very, very soon. And then we want to try and get that out to a number of communities to support and get into other communities as well. That hopefully will become a subscription-based bot that people can download for like $5 a month or whatever it is. Bullish! For God's sake, the man has quadruplets. For God's sakes, the man has quadruplets. Who does? What? Okay. It's all about the boost. Can you stick it at the end? 51D. 677's in there. What the flicking? Oh my God. It's got crazy. Can I get through the spinners though? The spinners may cause some problems. 704's in there, but 510D is on the move. Can he get through the last bit? Don't yeet it off the track. 51D. A347's coming through the last minute. He took a hit. No! 51D, 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 51D.
Stand tall, Marbitz fam, we never fall. Rise up, stand tall.
Hope you're ready for this.
We hold it all. Diamond hands, rise up high. Never break, never die. Through the pressure, through the fight, we keep pushing toward the sky. Marbitz power built to last.
Bullish on that win.
Forget the past. No retreat, no looking back. Marbitz strong, we stay intact.
Congratulations to 510D. Marbitz.io there holding it down. And also 237. Again, if you don't want to adapt your wallets, don't. If you do, let me know. You can either get in contact with me over on X or on TG as well. Let me know who won and we'll send out those tokens, because I will need a Solana wallet, or I can just send Aerodrome Finance. So if either of you don't contact me, I'm just going to ping Aerodrome Finance out. Hopefully, if you do contact me, I will send you this new token, but I need a Solana wallet. So you're going to get a prize for tonight. Obviously, 510D will get the prize. And then if 347 will get a thing as well. Bullish, right? Alvin, what's going on, pal? If McDonald's uses Bit worldwide, then McDonald's. I see Switzerland's McDonald's accepted crypto payments. Really? I did not see that news, but that sounds pretty epic. Is that true? McDonald's crypto news. I don't. Where have you seen that, Alvin? It's not coming up as any news that I've seen. McDonald's crypto is not coming up as anything. Anyone want to race me one-on-one right now? What for, then? $20? Oh, for the prize. Oh, sure. Well, everyone will just go, yeah, because they've got no vested interest in it. You can rain the winner of Thursday. Let's do the winner of Thursday head-to-head with Vern for some tokens. How about that? How about that? Oh, you want to... Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you mean. $20 head-to-head. I see what you're doing. Okay, well, work it out pretty quick. Good news for adoption, but what the f*** is buying a McDonald's with Bitcoin? I mean, yeah, that's true. McDonald's won't be loving Bitcoin, SEC confirms. McDonald's Instagram page. I don't see anything on there, Alvin. Maybe you'll have to let you know. Nobody says, I like your accent. I like your face. Good news. Good news. So, yeah, appreciate you. NASDAQ news. Okay, we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look. Right. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Perfect. Perfect. 510D. Get it. Bullish on the person that just won that as well. Shout out. Love that. Thank you for the wallet as well. I'll get all that sent over to you ASAP. Good. I'm glad you've won. Glad you won. I know you've been a big supporter and you haven't won anything. So shout out to you, my man. I appreciate you. Okay. Well, save that thought for Thursday, Vern. It might get bullish. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to round up the show tonight. If you've interested or you enjoyed anything you see tonight, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Also, if you are looking for, forget the meme coins, and looking for a project that truly is all about what's coming, check out Marbitz.io. Highly recommend it. Again, we are sitting good. A lot of coins would kill to have what we've got. Do you know what? This stuff coming. So I highly recommend taking a look at what we're doing, what we're building, and why it's important to think about getting involved in our project. Also, we're trying to keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency every single day of the week. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on, and I will be back once again tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Eastern. That is 9 p.m. in the UK. And don't forget, hashing it out where we've got a $100 giveaway. Don't miss it. Okay, until then, see you soon.